Alright, this video is about candida and I guess how it can go and enter your brain past the blood-brain barrier. Obviously that's not a good thing, and I think that's what's happening to me because I have a lot of brain fog and I have a hard time concentrating. I have a hard time reading books, without I just can't concentrate or focus, so I'm probably not going to join the National Guard or the Army until I get it figured out. Until I get it, damn it, laptop's dusty. Until I get it, cured, I guess you could say. So that's the one thing that's going to, take a little while to do that. Still drinking the vinegar and water, which helps a lot. Oh. And I swear I've seen some weird things around Yakima. Like I swear I've seen my sister driving around. I know it's weird. I see my sister driving around in a different car, and I don't know if my ex-supervisor has been part of that, or maybe people are lying to her. My family's messed up. They kind of always... Oh, there we go. That's better. They've kind of always have been... There we go. So my tonsils are like healing a little bit, but it's going to take time. So I'm going to have to email that... what do you call that? That recruiter tomorrow, and I'm just going to, because I still need those letters of recommendation for the National Guard, because I smoked marijuana in 2012 and I had to go to jail for a day, and that was back when it was illegal. So it's going to take a while to get back on that track. And that's a sure thing, it sounds like, to join the National Guard, because in Washington State, or at least in Yakima, you either have to be like I don't even know. I don't know if they actually do use the social credit system. I guess they would if they're using cryptocurrency, and people are cryptocurrency, but I don't know, I could be wrong. Most of the job markets, you have to have some sort of skill set, and I like security jobs, stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of weird crap in the world as far as technology goes, and a lot of people are promised things that can't be delivered, and that's just part of reality. That's part of living in a realistic world, I know my dad has issues, and I have issues, but I guess prayer is a good thing to do. I try to pray as much as I can. I just can't stand some of these churches, like around Yakima, around the world. The government has so much effing technology, and I'm beginning to think that they knew about this invasion of the southern border. So do the communists, so did the Rotary, especially the Rotary. It's an international organization, so anything that's international, you shouldn't look past. You should really look into that. The Rotary International. The Watchtower, the United Nations especially, because they've always wanted to destroy, the United States from within. There's just a lot of dumb people that are gamed. Gamification is a real thing, and the government loves it, and it's part of cryptocurrency. It's part of this new, not even a religion, it's just more of like the singular. It leads to the singularity, I think. But more importantly, they're trying to monetize sin. And these people who use cryptocurrency are usually into the occult, some way, shape, or form. That's also part of the singularity. That's why I mentioned that promise that can't be delivered. It's not realistic. This supposedly selling your soul or whatever. These people think it's impossible. You can't sell your soul for technology or for some higher power or for some higher level or status in the world. It just doesn't work that way. They can pretend. These people can pretend, and it's fine. Just leave me alone. That's all you have to do. But yeah, there's a lot of, especially in the Central Intelligence Agency. I mean, they have fusion centers. Back in the day, they had ties to the Finders cult. I mean, they just make a game with this catch and release and this supposed common ground with catching child trafficking people, and then having knowledge that the people on the top of the CIA do the same damn thing. It's like a joke with these people. The Jesuits, Catholics, Masons, all these people. It's a waste of our tax money and resources. I know some of these people have these weird beliefs where America is supposed to have some sort of destiny. I think that's stupid. I think it's really stupid, and the veterans didn't die for their shitty New Age belief system. There's no unity outside of the United States. Even Canada's turning into a socialist pit. People want freedom. They crave freedom. And the second, and you can look into history. That's all you have to do is look into history. Look into history, and that's weird. Look into history, and you'll see the facts. Soviet Russia was a shithole, and people died. People were put in gulags. There was poverty. Even Luke, that guy from We Are Change, he even said it. Like, for Christmas, his family got meat for Christmas. Like, I think I mentioned that several times, but why would you want to live in a place like that? Not even Theosophists, not even Peter Joseph anymore. I think they all kind of believe that some way, like this New Age, united, we are all one. And it's like, no. I mean, no. Black Lives Matter, sure. I mean, they practice witchcraft too. There's no surprise. Look at Haiti. Haiti is known for voodoo. And it's not just me being... Excuse me. It's not just me picking on things. It's like, look into these religions and then look into what, the outcome is of these religions, right? It's not good. In voodoo, they don't have charities to help people. Like that kind of thing, you know what I mean? There's no helping people in it's not just that, it's like witchcraft. You ever heard of like a witch coven that does charity? I haven't. Or Satanists that do charity, or gangbangers, the Norteños and all those other people who do charity? I haven't. So there's no charities. I don't know any Crips that do charities that you know what I mean, that pass out food and like help the sick. It doesn't exist. It's a myth with these. You can do whatever you want, I guess, in the free country, but just be aware of it's where it leads to. And then people have free speech. Like, no one should be afraid of speech. No one, free speech. You're not hurting anyone. You're just speaking your mind when you have free speech. So why should it matter? As long as it's not going to, hurt people in the end, or or if you have especially if it's an agenda, right? Free speech versus people who have an evil agenda and try to do something evil. I don't know, but I don't trust anyone anymore. I know people don't like me. I know these bankers have played with the technology too. They think they're funny. They think they're clever. It's like it comes around in a circle, dude. Like sooner or later, I just know about the plan. I'm just playing nice, with these leaders of the world. I just pretend to be nothing because I am nothing. It's just knowledge. Any idiot can look it up, especially with the Catholic Church. I mean, here, people want to know what the woman riding the beast is, and I took a picture of it, and it's on my phone. Hold on, my iPhone. So this is a woman riding the beast. It's in St. Paul's, the glass cathedral. So you can see, where is it? That's going to be so weird. At the bottom, I'll just explain it. At the bottom you see Jesus, and Jesus is carrying the Scarlet Woman, the whore of Babylon, riding the beast. So the Catholic Church is essentially riding the Christian church, and that's what the whore of Babylon is. It's just a representation. I mean, there's probably a whole. I've seen the other one where it's like a 7-headed dragon, and that totally reminds me of the New Apostolic Reformation, where Christians are supposed to conquer those 7 pillars or regions of government. And it's like the Jesuits. That's what the Jesuits have been doing all along. So it's nothing. All it is that. I mean, that's literally all it is. You see you see Jesus bearing the weight of the Virgin Mary. All it does is deify Mary. I don't know why. It's funny though. And my grandmother is brainwashed. I mean, I can't. I tried to explain to her why guns weren't a bad thing, and she goes off on this tangent with. She's from, so this comes from the Catholic Church too. They have a lot of liberals in the Catholic Church. Liberals, and then a lot of people don't know that for some reason. But these people have their agenda. And not all of them are bad. I've met some pretty cool Catholics that are conservatives and whatnot, but it's like when you go to a Catholic church, it's more or less of like a community. It's like a diocese is like a little government. It's kind of cool, but it's kind of terrifying at the same time, because it's at one point, and one part of it, you have a community which you know each other and you can trust each other, and then at the other part, it's like people who like use that to like do illicit activities underneath that. The Catholic cartel is a real thing, and I think it was something that was in Yakima, or still is in Yakima, or maybe not, maybe left, I don't know. But I don't know. A lot of these idiots think it's funny to mess with Voice to Skull, but in the Bible it says these people dig their own pits, so I let them dig their own pits. And especially, that's just funny, especially with the modern food biome, the technology to control your mind based off of what you'll eat, which is very clever and evil. But hey, I'm catching on quick. I have CRISPR in my brain, so that's about it.